Welcome everybody. Tonight we have deluxe figures. Some of these we've already gone over, some we haven't. I have one of my favorite drinks. I should say that I've had quite a few drinks here. One of my favorite drinks here. You grab yours and we will go over these figures right now. In front of me are the usual suspects. I've gone over these guys at least in one of my videos. We're going to start to the left, the first deluxe figure, and that is Scareglow. I love him. I love the way he looks. Great looking figure. No more to say. I've already said it in other videos. Yeah, Scareglow. Second is the Terminator of Eternia. We have Faker. This is an interesting take on Faker. I like it. I've gone over him in a couple of videos, so he needs no more exposure. And the last in the ones that I've already discussed previously, and that is Triclops. I love the classic look Triclops, one of my favorite villains. Actually, all the characters in MOTU are great. I think that's what makes this such a viable, hopefully financial viable property, is the way the characters look and the way they continue to make them look. Now, to my right this is Triclops. We have Cult Triclops in a He-Man, trapped in a He-Man body. But yes, that is the usual suspects hanging out right to the left of me now. Now time to get into some new ones. And the first one we have Savage He-Man, the most primitive in the universe. So for years it was assumed that Prince Adam could only call upon the power of Greyskull using the Sword of Power. But what happens if he did not raise aloft his magic sword and still said, by the power of Greyskull? The answer, Savage He-Man, a combination of primal rage and all of the power in the universe. He-Man tears through Eternia in an uncontrolled rampage, leaving his friends hoping that Adam is in there somewhere. So yeah, a little bit of a different take on Savage He-Man in the Revelations cartoon. You first see Savage He-Man in the mini comics. So before there was the Filmation cartoon, there was He-Man that came out from the woods. He was in a tribe. He decided he was going to save the world. He runs in and saves the Green Goddess, or just the goddess, and she bestows upon him some power, actually an armor and an axe. I think there is a sword in there, but it was, I believe, the armor that actually gave He-Man, or Savage He-Man, his actual power. His primary weapon was going to be the axe. However, things changed when the Filmation cartoon came out and the story changed a little bit. In this package we have Savage He-Man and we have Orko, and that's the main reason I actually bought this, was because of the Orko. Let's take a look, let's tear into this and take a closer look at Savage He-Man and Orko. So Savage He-Man did come with a couple of gripping hands. I actually had to take off his hands to put on the gripping hands just so he can hold the spear and the axe. Dirty looking He-Man. Been playing in the dirt, rolling around in the dirt. Not too many showers in his day, but interesting looking figure. It's nice to have. Not one that is I was expecting, but it's good to have. You know, where it all began, right? Where it all began. It's just a different adaptation that they did in Revelations, but I do like Savage He-Man. But the one that I was really looking forward to getting was Orko. Orko, nice. This is more of a plastic cape, but you can see the hat, the face sculpt. Everything looks great about this Orko. I actually really do like this adaptation of Orko. I think it was a good choice and good coloring. Really good looking figure. So yeah. I'm excited to have Orko in the collection because I think he's one of those essential characters you have to have Doesn't matter what, if it's Revelations, Filmations, whatever. 2000X, you gotta have an Orko. I do anyway. So the next character, King Greyskull. Now, since the dawn of Eternia, there has always been a hero to protect the planet's sacred magic. The first of those heroes and the first to hold the mantle of Heman was King Greyskull. Now resting alongside the other heroes in Eternia, King Greyskull holds the key for the adventurers to return to Eternia and save the magic from vanishing into oblivion. Now, those who are familiar with the 2000X and just past iterations of King Greyskull, he fought alongside Hero. They fought the Snake Men and Hordak. King Greyskull ended up falling because of Hordak, but it's good to see King Greyskull come back. He came to Revelations, little different look, but looking great. I can't wait to take a closer look. Let's do that now. Ooh, all right, this is what I like. So the San Diego Comic-Con Scareglow had this type of cape where it has the wire here, so you can shape the cape. Hey, that rhymes. But this looks good. The soft goods cape, nice and fluffy and soft here. That looks amazing here. I do like that you have the pre-Ternia sword and you get the sub-Ternia sword. So I'm actually going to give this to Scareglow because he's the ruler of Subternia, so I'm going to give this to him. That's kind of a cool addition. Unfortunately, the swords don't go together to create the power sword. They don't attach, but that's all right. I kind of like them separate because, like I said, I can give it to Scareglow. The shield looks amazing. He looks amazing. I love the armor. The cape. Everything about this figure is good. I do like this. And here we are so far. But last but not least, one of my favorite characters, Trapjaw. Half mortal, half machine, the sinister cyborg Trapjaw made his name terrorizing Eternians. Armed with an array of deadly devices that attach to his mechanical arm, the man with the metal jaw serves Skeletor as an obedient weapon of destruction. With Skeletor gone, Trapjaw serves a new master now, Triclops of the technological cult worshipping Motherboard. Let's take a closer look at Trapjaw right now. Alright, so with Trapjaw we have like this soft good cape. We have the cult accessories. But I'm not going to use those. I'm going to keep Trapjaw the way he is. There's some things that I really like about this figure. Now, it pays homage to the old figure where it has the belt, you have the skull in the front, and it has the attachments where you can clip them, which is a really great feature. I like this gauntlet. Of course, you have to have the gun as the main weapon. I mean, how do you not? You have the hook here where you can put a string and then you can zip lining down. Now with the jaw, I'm going to keep the jaw up because I like it. I like the way that looks. It looks mean. It looks mean. And I know there's been complaints about how the mouth looks if you have him down. But if you think about it though, going back to around the 2000X or so, the story between Keldor and Chronos, and then Chronos, I don't know actually if this was in the comic or 2000X, I can't remember. Somebody can say down in the comments below, but Chronos steps to Skeletor, and that wasn't a smart idea because Skeletor decided to make an example of him, tore off his arm, or blasted off his arm, took out his jaw, but then took him to Hordak to get healed and, put together. Basically, I believe he went to Hordak. I really should get my story straight. But anyway, wanted to obviously put him back together. And so if you think about it, and you open that jaw and he has that mouth, I mean, his jaw was ripped off. So it would make sense that his face would look like that. Like I said, though, I'm going to keep it up because he looks real mean and it looks cool. But he is actually a really good looking figure. I actually like how they did this with Trapjaw. Great looking figure. Of course, one of my favorites. of the MOTU line. So obviously when he became available at Target, I went and picked him up. So yeah, these are the deluxe figures. There are more to come, of course. I'm still looking to finalize my Wave 4 before I go on to that one, hopefully soon. But yes, this is my Deluxe collection for Revelations, a fraction of my MOTU collection. But yes, hope you enjoyed this video. And then really, until the next one, we'll see you.
Hey, you guys want to see my video?